All right.
Sure, we don't need a sorcerer. I'm sure this is going to go well.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try to.
He'll sit in the back and cast spells. That's all we need.
Yeah, I'll throw in the firebolts and the occasional polymorph.
Gary, why do you keep casting prestidigitation or whatever it's called?
Prestidigitation
It keeps
is my favorite
cleaning
spell.
clothes.
It is the most amazing spell for any kind of wizard.
Yeah. All right, so let's. I got you on the map. Let's recap.
Yep, we're on the map.
Yeah. So about the map, I went ahead and just like took off the dynamic lighting. You can kind of see what you can see in this room. There's maybe a little bit that would have been blocked, but otherwise it's so. Everything on the screen is so black and dark. It's really hard to see anything at all. So I just went and took it off. So, but
Well, each of the pillars probably block line of sight, right? Each of the roots.
the trees, yeah, the trees did, and they go all the way up. And I took all those off before anyway. But I just went and just took everything off, so we can just see anyway. So let's recap. So you materialized at the base of Kirsabal only to be surrounded by frost giants, the same frost giants from before. They were, however, wounded by a recent battle with a T-Rex. You decided to travel back to Port Nyanzaru and were again beset with an intrusion as you teleported. This time it was a cloaked figure with a crown of bones and a staff tipped with a skull. You lurched into Port Nyanzaru only to find Syndra Sylvain wrapped like a mummy, gasping for breath. Her last wish was to give you the magic items she had promised you earlier, hoping that they would assist you with your final push to end the death curse. If not to help her, then perhaps to help others. You crashed in on Tabaxel's cartography. You cashed in on Tabaxel's cartography and received a 3-mast sailboat named the Mary Celeste, which was found adrift along the Sword Coast with all of the crew, the captain's log, and a small rowboat missing. You hired a crew to meet you near Omu and made your way back to Kirsabal, where you were granted the ability to fly by Ishara. You then flew to the Heart of Ubtao, an earth moat hovering more than 100 feet above the jungle of Cholt. You entered the Heart of Ubtao only to encounter an elven woman busy at some research. And here's where you find yourselves. So, here is where you are, I guess. Well, I guess maybe back over. Maybe there. Okay. And here's what the elven woman looks like. Now the cave you're in is musty and dimly lit by daylight filtering down through the hollow petrified tree trunk 20 feet above you. A pool of dirty rainwater occupies the central 20 feet of the floor between natural pillars formed by the roots of the petrified tree. 3 tall bookcases stand against the wall to the right of the cave entrance. A small iron cauldron filled with a green bubbling liquid rests on the edge of a fire near the center of the room. Smoke from the fire escapes a hole in the ceiling and through the trunk of a petrified tree, acting much like a chimney for this small chamber. A desk and several wooden crates stand against the left-hand wall. Opposite the entrance are 2 open doorways into small chambers, and, in between them, a large iron cage. The elven woman is sitting with her back to you, and she simply lifts her head without turning to look at you and says, "Oh, guests." She sits up as if surprised and then composes herself and kind of hunches back over her work and adds, "Welcome, do come in." She finishes writing something down and then turns the paper face down, and she stands to greet you. She gives a wry smile as she looks at all of you, inspecting you. "You are a motley bunch. And every one of you able to fly. How curious." She stands over, gives a short bow, and says, "I'm Valindra Shadowmantle. Pleased to make your acquaintance."
Hello.
How do you do there?
It is not what I was expecting up here.
Why do you live in a flying stone thing, ma'am?
This is only a temporary abode. I prefer the solitude up here for my research. But more importantly, why are you here?
Well, I apologize for the intrusion, but we were looking for something perhaps either information or we are trying to rid the world of evil, of the evil.
Of an evil. Hmm. And what evil is that?
What's his name again?
The Soulmonger. We wish the death curse. I do not know if you've reached the ground recently, but there is a death curse that is causing people who die to stay dead.
Hmm. I prefer it up here. I have not reached the ground recently, but I don't live here permanently. The elevation up here lends itself to a drier climate. More than the damp heat one finds in the jungle, but I've heard tale of this death curse, and in fact, that is what I'm researching.
Oh. Well,
Are you-
there is a lich that we must kill. We are looking for advantages to do so.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. What do you know of this lich?
I believe his name is, or its name is Astarak, and he is the creator of this evil.
I don't
Know
know.
where he may be.
I don't know Asarak, but I have heard of
Do you
his
know
story.
many liches?
I've heard tale of some. I do know about this Soulmonger, about which you speak, and she turns and kind of thumbs through a book. In fact, my research has led me here for that. And she looks over at Hickabee walking around. It's like, yes, is there something of interest that you see?
Are these green flames hot? What are these? Trying to light my tallywhacker.
Sure, I'd prefer if you smoked near the door, though.
Absolutely.
Or the chimney.
This
there.
cauldron that's going, does this look familiar to me? The cauldron?
It does not look like the hag cauldron, if that's what you
You knew exactly where I was going.
No, but it's make an Arcana check if you want to kind of take a look at it.
No, don't have our.
Hickabee's poking around. He smelled something good, apparently.
Oh, it didn't do bad.
Okay. I think that you maybe get the idea that it might be, I don't know. Do you? Yeah, I think you know what scrying is. For grandfather's Timmy did it, so it's you think it might be something for scrying. Instead of a crystal ball, she might use something like that, or someone might use something like that.
So where are you from?
Oh, from here and there. What about yourselves? Where are you? I myself am from Calimport, across the shining sea south of Om. Surely you've heard of it.
I have not.
Hmm.
This land is new to me as well. I am from. Trying to find out where I was from. Zakara.
Strange, I've not heard of that. Everyone talks of Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate, but Calimport is the original. I'm here from there, in fact, at the behest of some very private and also very concerned individuals. They too are eager to learn about this Soulmonger, and in fact gain possession of it if possible.
Why? Wait, they wish to gain possession of the Soulmonger.
Indeed.
I don't mean to tell them or you, but that seems like an extremely bad idea.
And why is that?
Well, it's killing people, keeping them dead. If it is allowed to survive, it will continue to do that. Or it could just go into hands of people who would use it poorly.
I see. I understand the concerns, but as it stands now, it's being used in quite evil hands already. We'd like
Agreed.
to sequester it, study it, make sure that it doesn't fall into evil hands again, you know.
And what is this faction that you work for?
Like I said, very private individuals.
So it's not a faction per se.
Not a faction per se.
Are these wealthy individuals?
She sort of blushes for you. Says, "Well, they've paid for my trip here and for my studies.
How
Let's
do
just
you
say-"
get up here?
And she holds out her hand, and she kind of like wriggles her fingers a little bit, and a luna moth, like a light green luminescent moth, kind of floats up from her fingers and then flies up towards the sky, and then sort of like bursts like a firework into the sky. She's like, "I have my tricks, much like you all, I imagine. How did the six of you imagine to fly up here?"
It was a gift.
A great gift indeed.
Can I roll an insight check onto what she's saying?
Yeah, I mean, what are you trying to?
I'm basically, you know, she's saying that her and her benefactors want this to study it, and I don't know if I believe that.
Okay.
Intentions. He's looking for intentions.
Yes.
All right. I mean, you do get the sense that she is telling the truth about the fact that they do want to sequester it and study it. But you also get the sense maybe that she's not telling you the whole truth. But I mean, it may or may not be something nefarious. It's hard to say.
Okay.
What all do we see in this room? Is everything we see what's in the room, like the cage is actually?
Yeah, the cage is a very large cage, and it sort of sticks out like a sore thumb. And it's big enough to hold, you know, it's, let's see, like 10 by 10 maybe, something like that. 10-foot cube.
Probably some. I'd like to ask how she got this place. Like, did she just find it, or did she raise it? How she got it?
Oh, okay. No. It was much like this when I arrived. I'm sure it's been this way for centuries. Have you never seen an earth moat?
No.
It must have been here since the spell plague, or maybe Ubtao himself put it here, who knows. But I'm not here so much to study the earth moat. I'm here, like I said, in search of the Soulmonger.
So this laboratory was here, or did you bring all this here?
Oh, these are my effects, yes. Yes. And in fact, I was about to send a dispatch to Port Nyanzaro in search of adventurers, perhaps, who could help me in my goals of gaining the Soulmonger, and lo and behold, you arrived. I'd call it
It's been
serendipity.
It must be destined.
But she looks down
But if
at
you-
your your
Soul
necklace
Torn.
with Torm, yeah. She says, indeed.
Do I notice any markings on her at all?
You do not. She does not appear to be wearing any sort of religious symbols. And you do notice books and maybe some scrolls, inkwells, and things like that sitting on the table. Lots of books.
Spell book?
Well, what is it that you need done?
Eager.
Well, we are here, and we are a limited time.
Yes. Well, as I said, if you are able to find the Soulmonger, bring it back to me. That is all I say.
And, well, what is the reward for doing such?
Well, it would help all of humanity, for one. What is it that you're after?
Well, so would be destroying it, if it is able to do so. Keeping it around seems like it would be just waiting for someone to come along and abuse it.
I understand your concern, but I think studying it and understanding how it works might lead to defending against another item like it in the future. And she sort of tucks her hair nervously behind her ear, and she looks down and kind of pushes her notes away from the table, kind of as you get closer. So, about the gift of flying, who gave you that?
A friend. We did a favor for her, and she gave us the ability to fly at a great cost.
I see. It is a good gift.
It only lasts for so long, though.
I see. And you made your way
Is there
here
any
to
information
see
you
me.
can give us to help us defeat the Lich?
Well, again, I know of no lich, but I do
And to
know
be
that-
wary, if you use that, I pointed to Cauldron, to scry this Lich, he may reach and kill you, as another friend of us. It happened to us.
She narrows her eyes at you. Oh, I appreciate that. I will certainly take that under advisement. And I think she sees Tabaxel, since maybe you asked about, or since you maybe said something about the cage, out of character, and she says, I see that you've taken notice of my cage there. Not to worry, it's not for you. And she smiles as if she's making a joke.
Need to
Storm?
pick your cage.
That got out.
Then who's it for, if we can ask?
She kind of like furrows her brow, and she picks up a tool that looks like an ice pick with a long, sharp, curving point, and because maybe like unconsciously sort of wipes it clean with a rag from her pocket. She inspects it in the filtered light, above her head, and places it back on the tray with similar-looking tools.
You can always tell us you would rather not talk about it. It's-
And she sort of fidgets with the tools until they're all like lined up perfectly. She says, well, very often my research is of an anthropological nature. Some of the subjects I study are less than agreeable.
Do you have any of your studies that we can look at?
Ooh, tell me about it. I had studied goblins for some time. Actually grew crack keen to them, but a few other places I didn't fancy too much before that.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, the experiments, they do take their toll. So, none fresh, perhaps just the servants I keep, but I have no subjects as you see. The cage is empty.
Yeah. What's in the back room there? I saw something painted on the floor.
She says, well, I don't mind visitors. And she kind of looks at you, most visitors, that is. And she kind of gets I think like the gracious host sort of like leaves her for a moment. She says, most visitors, that is. And then she kind of regains her composure and says, but I don't often give tours. This is, in fact, my private domicile. For the time being, anyway.
Well, you said this wasn't yours, so therefore...
Well, it's not yours either.
Correct. So we have as much right to be here as you do. Just because you camped in a spot doesn't mean you own the spot.
Wait a second.
I've invited
Miss-
you here of my own volition. I would appreciate it if you would remain polite guests. I would hate for our meeting to turn ugly.
Yes. I need to talk to Mr. Hickabee
And she gives Blue the
regarding.
stink eye.
Well,
Miss-
normally
Mr.
when we're guests, we are offered things, but We have offered you the ability to get something that you want, but you have not offered the reason to get it.
Yeah, what's up, my little token monkey?
So
Go ahead,
you-
I'll pause.
Okay, yeah, you guys talk, and then Baloo and Belinda are kind of.
What's bothering you, little tickle monkey?
Yes, I'd like to talk about you studying goblins in terms of their bodies.
Oh no, nothing like that. I lived among them for a long
My
time. You
uncle
know
did
that.
all the research.
I knew you lived among them, but you seem to. Were you dissecting goblins?
Dissecting? By gosh, no.
Bisecting is a
Mhm.
different term.
Studying. I lived among people. I like to be a people person, you know.
I know you are very
moved
much a
from-
people person.
I move from group to group. I like structure and flow of society.
I would say we should just leave. She does not seem to want to share with us, and this seems to be getting confrontational.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't see much we're going to get out of here.
I'm more worried about if we do this and then we are descended upon when we are weak. I don't know who she is. We don't know who she is.
Right, but she's not telling us, and are we going to attack
you
the
guys-
poor woman?
Yeah,
No.
so Baloo,
No,
I mean,
guess-
you're like 5 feet away from her.
Yeah, of course.
So,
She wants something. I'm asking what she wants to give us for getting that something. She says she wants to keep it out of evil hands. Then that's something we can consider.
yeah, that's what she said. I mean, that's what she says. But I mean, the thing is, do you believe her?
Right.
No.
I whispered
I
to
do
Mr.
not.
I whispered to Mr. Hickabee, we cannot give the Soulmonger to this woman and rich people. Rich people do not do well with things that can destroy the world.
Oh, I agree. It's much too powerful to let anybody get it.
Exactly.
Study it or not, that thing should not be in anyone's hands.
And
Well-
and I signaled to Baloo, and I just keep like cutting the throat, just like
Kill her.
What? You want me to hurt her? I didn't say that.
Do you say that?
No, I do not say that.
Okay.
Do you mind if we look at some of the research over here on the shelves so we can at least maybe anything? I mean, is all this stuff here before you? Did you bring all this stuff yourself?
The
Or
research
was
is
any of this?
yes, it's all mine. The research is
Oh, okay.
mine to purview. I'm happy to tell you that I do know that the Soulmonger is in the ancient city of Omu, the Forbidden City.
yes, we. Oh, I'm sorry. Please
No, no.
continue.
If you have a map, perhaps I could.
Well, we know
We
it
do
is-
actually.
We do have a map. We know it is between a thing I can't think of right now.
Tabaxel. Bring the map.
Yeah,
up.
I'll
Flame
unfurl the
in
map and I'll lay it
Valley
on-
of Lost Honor.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Valley of Lost Honor, and yes,
She looks at the map and she kind of traces her finger along. She looks up at you, Tabaxel, and is like, "Well done. You've been to all of these places.
Yeah.
Fascinating."
Well, no, we've seen some of it from a mountain. Filled in the gaps there, but
She puts her
But
finger.
yeah, mostly.
She puts her finger on Dung Grung Glung, and she says, "Even here."
Yes.
yes,
That was interesting.
early on.
Very interesting. So she takes the map and she confirms, basically what you already know, that Omu is in between the Peaks of Flame and the Valley of Lost Honor. But she
But
marks
that'll
it
give us a more
specifically-
precise location versus
Yeah.
a general area.
Yeah, she marks
Right.
it specifically on the map.
do you, in your studies, is there anything that might help us that you've learned about the Soulmonger?
What I know is that it takes the souls of living creatures when they die, and those who have been brought back as well. For what purpose, I know not. She says, what did she say? As I frantically search my notes. I have a team of researchers dispatched to Omu now. I believe they should have arrived this morning only. So they've just begun their search of the city. So, unfortunately, I know not much more than that.
Could you give us the name if we run across them? Anyone we can tell them that we've met you, and so we don't end up killing them.
On accident.
She laughs and she says, "You would have a tough time killing them, although you do seem to be powerful beings of your own."
My thank you.
She goes to her notes to check. And she says there
Never
was
named them.
right. She says there was an interpreter, sort of a scribe, helping with old Omuan. His name was Orvex Okromus, human male, from Port Nyanzaru. And the leader of my researchers, her name was is Zagmira. She's just, let's see here. Yeah, so the leader of my researchers, his name is Zagmira.
Nimbus takes out a piece of paper and a quill and just kind of starts writing those down. Yes. If we run into them, we will tell them we have met you, and if we find their bodies, we'll let you know after we have completed our task, if we are alive.
Very well. And she looks at Tabaxel standing right there, and she says to you, "It's important that I get the Soulmonger. Please make sure you bring it to me."
I think my mic isn't working very well, first of all.
Why did you say hell no?
No, I said I'd look up and raise an eyebrow to where you guys can't see me. Drow like this.
Like a Spock eyebrow.
Yes, Spock
Yeah.
eyebrower.
Now, she is
Teal.
not a drow, but she does not look like any
Right.
high elf or any other above surface elf that you've ever seen. Her complexion is unusual with the dark circles.
Yeah, I
on her
noticed
eyes.
that.
There's something up with her.
She lives in a floating stone cave. Of course something's
Right.
up with her.
I would just imagine she's been studying. Well, no, she's an elf. I don't fucking know. That's weird.
Well, and I appreciate the visit, mostly. And she kind of leans over, turns around to Baxwell to look at Blue. So if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my studies.
Right.
You wouldn't have anything that would help us acquire this, or fight it. At least fight it. We didn't ask her that. We asked for information. She may have an item that could be.
Good point. Yeah, she does know a little bit. Maybe she got something helpful, like take the left tunnel or something.
I think
Oh,
we
yeah,
should
sure.
take. I think we should take the hint, is what I think. But
Yeah.
feel free.
She says,
Too
"No,
bad they already asked.
I'm sorry. I don't have any weapons or any sort of magical items or anything that might help you do battle. You made it up here. You've all gained the ability to fly. You're still alive in this far south of the jungle. I imagine you can make do on your own." And she says, "Siggy, do show them out." And then you hear like this, and this creature comes squirting out of the tunnel behind her. This little room.
I thought it was gonna be like a human
floats down and
centipede or
kinda
something.
Squirts through. It just barely fits, and kind of stares at her. And it has a blue triangle on its head.
Nimbus screams like Ned Flanders. What is that thing?
Oh, don't worry. He's fully under my control. Found him in the jungle.
Is that what the blue triangle?
Do
Yes.
you know about the...
Oh, I didn't put the blue triangle there. It was made that way.
Yes, do you know what it stands for?
Oh, I've heard of Ross in the Sea. Have you?
Yes, that's what I was going to give you that information. We have run into the assassins of the snake people.
Yes.
This was one of his pets. Now he's my pet.
That is cool. I wish we could have something like that with us. Well,
You'll have to get your own.
yes.
I don't know.
Maybe in another 4 or
It's
5
far too
levels.
ugly.
All right.
Hickeby gets a
Well.
strange shiver up his spine.
Thank you for all the information and for the help.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're quite welcome. Siggy will show you to the door. And do you need help down? Oh, right, you can fly.
Yes.
We're-
I hope we can still fly.
We have days. We had 3 days where this has only literally been.
Oh, I thought we had like 3 hours or something.
No, we this is like the first day though, because this took 8 hexes to get here, and that's 1 day.
Yeah.
So we still have 2 days left. Tick tock, gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
Something about that one-eyed monster is eerily familiar.
So as we're flying away, we'll
Give
discuss
me the
this and
creepies.
go. She is not getting this Soulmonger.
No,
Anyone that can resurrect a thing like that is not a good idea.
Yes, I would say we need to be very careful of whoever to Omu, because they will probably try to kill us.
Eat him. Just eat him. Just bite his head off. Go. Do it.
So Siggy shows you out, and she says,
Yeah, we were out already.
Okay.
He didn't need to show us. We moved quickly to the exit. All right, time to go. Bye bye. Let's go, guys.
She says, it's getting dark. Feel free to camp above, but I'll be retiring soon, so don't make your way back in. Without the Soulmonger, of course.
Of course. Yes.
Leon looks at her and
Is it later in the evening? I mean, are we in the late afternoon now?
Yeah, we're probably getting close. Go ahead, Leon.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say Leon looks at her and winks and gives her the finger gun and say, "You got it, sister."
Thank you for that. At least.
Thank you.
You gotta admit, it was one heck of a view up here. I'm famished.
Yeah, let's see if we can mark more stuff on. Look.
Yeah, I got some of you up there.
So are we camping here then?
I wouldn't see why not. I still would post a guard.
Yeah, I would say why not is directly beneath us.
Yeah, you can do that. Do you want to maybe start a fire? And did you want to make tick watch?
Yes.
Snarn will
Yes
take first
and
watch.
yes.
I'll get the fire going.
Okay. Who cooks?
Blue cook.
Get the pots out.
All right. Okay, so you camp down. I'm not even going to roll for an adventure. It'd be pretty far-fetched for one to be up here. But you do hear, like, as evening comes, the turkey, no, the bats fly up out of the tree there, and I'm just like sworn, like it must be hundreds, if not thousands, of bats, like flying out when the sun goes down. But they don't bother you. They leave you alone, and you wake up the following day, and you're off. I guess. Let me update your map. Put you there. Alrighty. So let me clear some of these hexes.
Well, that would have probably gotten us to 8th level.
Oh.
Or dead.
Oh yeah.
Or starting our new character.
What,
Yes.
the beholder?
I've
I'm
said too
sure.
much.
The lich that the other lich.
Yes, she was. She would have been a handful. Let's put it that way.
Wait, she's a lich?
Wait, she's a lich?
That's what I'm guessing.
Who else would want that big weapon? Who else would want the Soulmonger?
I just assumed like shitty people. I didn't know it was another lich. You know?
Yeah,
That is the ultimate goal to evil wizards is to become a lich. I mean, they live forever.
There you go.
Yeah, but the Nazis wanted the Ark from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It wasn't a lich. It was.
It was to turn them into ever living. You know.
It didn't work out too good for him in the end, though.
Did not. No. All right, so I guess we're flying to the wreck of the Star Goddess. That's where we said we were going.
Well, it's something to talk about. I mean, you can fly 8 hexes per day max, and that's like after rest, after everything. So, I don't know if you want to kind of count it out and figure out.
Well, it's
What's the best?
4, 8, 12. It's a little bit over 12. Around 12 hexes to get to the wreck of the Star Goddess.
See, I have 11. I see 11 or 10.
1,
Yeah, almost
2,
11
3,
hexes
4,
to get to the Star
5,
Goddess.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 12, but maybe I counted.
Yeah.
wrong. It depends on which way you go. I think it matters.
Well, he's in the hex that he's instead of being in the party hex, he's in the hex next to it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
11, yeah. 11, 12. And then you could probably get to Omu in 2 days if you went straight there. Or get 1 hex away, I believe.
I don't think we're ready for it.
Can't hear you.
I don't think we'll ever think we're ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going to the wreck, but we should all realize if we go to the wreck,
Well, if we go to the wreck, we may be able to. We'll at least get a few hexes of flying left, and then
we'll
land
walk.
and then walk the rest of the way.
Right. But we don't know what's in that area. Also, we don't know what's in the wreck.
It's true.
Like, we might, the wreck may have us have to go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Well, they marked it on the map as a point of interest, so therefore there's got to be something there that's interesting.
There are so many points of interest on the map.
Mhm.
And there's definitely...
And
If you play the whole
we
adventure,
definitely-
there's no way you can go through all of them. Some of them are really
Of course.
good, but they're just like this map is just like chock full.
yeah.
So, what's everybody's thought? Who wants to do the wreck and who wants to do Omu?
Omu really is out of our league right now. What the hell are we going to do there?
Well, we're almost level 8. I mean,
We're gonna
Okay.
kick ass and shoot little gun.
So since we're talking out of character, the module basically lays out sort of where you should be per level, where they estimate it. And so suggested character levels: Port 9 Zaru, obviously first level and higher. The Land of Cholt, roaming around the jungle, 1st through 6th. Omu, 5th through 8th. So you guys are sort of actually at the top end of being able to explore Omu.
Yeah, I say let's head to the city.
I still like going to the wreck just to find out what's there, and then going to Omu.
How do we find out about the wreck?
We could see it.
We could see it.
So no one told us that there might be something good there.
No.
We saw it from Oralunga, and we assumed that. If you think about it, a wreck of a sky ship.
Yeah.
People,
From
there
long
might
ago.
be stuff there that we could use. If
Yeah.
not, maybe
vote
it's
is
like
for the
the
wreck.
other ship and it's completely abandoned, just sitting there, and we can fly it to Omu.
I doubt that will
Hey,
work.
shush!
because it just seems too No, it's good because it's logical, but that's why I think it won't work. But I agree. I would do the wreck. Let's go to the wreck. Let's get some more points, and then, we can walk into Omu and see how that works out for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after the last time we walked through the woods and we thought we could take it was a bunch of storm giants, which thankfully Gary was nice enough to soften them up for us for the next contact. But
Frost giants.
frost giants
I'm
would have
gonna
been
get
worse
a
if it was
I'll be right
storm
back.
giants.
Well, I think what happened in that first one, I kind of derailed, but I think what happened in that first one is Baloo's like, "I'll lead them away," and then nobody did anything.
Yeah.
they're like, "Good, go get Baloo."
Yeah, well, I was like,
That's
you know
no
what, guys? I'm a big dumb elephant, making lots of noise. I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, you want to take it to the wreck of the Star Goddess?
So hold on, right here. Nimbus and I say the wreck. What about you, Tabaxel?
I say the wreck.
Okay, so that's 3 for the wreck. Leon, what do you say?
Wreck is fine.
All right. So and then Sam.
Snarn says Omu, but I think he's outvoted.
Yeah, Sam, your vote doesn't really matter anyway, but you can say what you want it to do.
Well, how many hexes away is Omu from the rock?
Oh,
Yeah, you'll be walking through the jungle. So basically, it depends because it's not a matter of hexes that you can do. You basically have 3 days, so you can only travel 3 days or 8 hexes.
Right, I don't mean.
So you'll get to.
I'm assuming
You'll get to
I'm
about
assuming the flying-
here,
Okay.
and then you'll have to fly to the wreck of the Star Goddess. And if you have to spend the night there, you're walking the rest of the way to Omu.
So we can get the wreck of the goddess, and there might be anything there. It might be a small fight. We can fly a little way, land, make camp.
If we have to walk from the wreck, it's like 8 hexes,
Which
And
is
we
4
can-
days.
which is 4 days.
No, it's 8 days. It's
8
Oh,
days.
that's right. 1
Yeah,
hex per
it's
day.
by canoe. It's 4. Yeah.
Okay, we're spoiled by canoe.
So I'm up for either Omu
We
or
can't tell if there's any water right there. We're gonna uncover this when we fly over some though. Let's go to the wreck. Screw it.
Unless you haven't prepared the wreck, and then we'll go to Omer.
I've read the wreck and I've seen it played, but I was not ready for that. And I am. though.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
we said that's where we were going
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah, I know. Cool. All right, so you fly.
He's like, cool.
Let's
winging
do
it.
I like to wing
He's
it.
like,
too.
cool, I'm gonna kill you all. That's cool.
7, 8. So you make it to here on day 1, and you have to land and camp.
Can we move up
All
a
right.
square into those like hills and camp there? It looks like a safer spot.
There would be.
I mean, it's the same, just as long as it's the same distance.
Sure.
Just infested with trolls.
That is a great idea. Where are my troll tokens?
Huck Hickabee.
We have a fire sorcerer.
These are fireproof trolls. So somebody roll a d20, 17 and above. You get a nasty troll attack.
I'm having a good day.
Leon,
nice.
you made it. Thank you, sir.
Nice job.
You wake
Good
up
job,
in the morning
Leon.
and you see a couple of Almirage, the bunny unicorns, jumping around, chewing on some, I don't know, greenery. That's all you see. And cool. You make your way in the air. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see. I'll try the shortest way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, put you there. And then, so you've got basically 3 more hexes to fly, unless you spend the night. If you spend the night there again, no. Yeah, you still will. No, that's it. So today is the last day of flying. You have 3 more hexes to fly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's.
I think we're going to get some strong thunderstorms moving in, like we had tornado watch. So if I cut out, I'll get on my phone and listen.
Okay.
Oh, for a second, I thought you were talking about Schultz. I was like, he didn't roll the way.
Yeah, no. I saw
All those big storms hitting the east. Well, they start here, and
Oh.
so it happened like a day later is when it hits the news, and it's like, oh, now it's important. It's like we had those tornadoes yesterday. Thanks.
There goes the roof. Yeah, so you see as you land, as you get close. Actually, you don't necessarily have to land on the ground, but you do see from above, I guess, a wooden vessel caught high in the tree branches, broken into 3 huge chunks. It looks very much like a ship, but there are differences that mark it as clearly not as a seagoing vessel. The stern is the lowest piece, hanging precariously by its rigging about 50 feet above the ground. The middle section appears to be about 15 feet higher, caught in a tree, and the bow is firmly wedged into a nest of branches 10 feet above that. As you near it, you hear a weak voice. "Hello there. Can you help us?" And let me find the map. Boop, boop, boop. 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 All right, let me put you guys on there. This is a pretty cool map, actually. There we go. Snarn. Snarn's complaining in the back. He said, "We should have gone ahead." And there you are. Do you see what I see? Let me turn the better. Let me check the weather. Raining.
Surprise.
That's Jolt for you. I'll turn the thunder off.
Oh,
You guys are way
I
up
have
here.
some thunder here anyways. I have the real thunder going.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, so what do? You see this, and you see some people on the deck of this boat. And again, these are cutaways, so the trees are really like they extend above it, but they're just sort of, like smashed down into that. And they're just cutaway, obviously, so we can see. But it's just a tangled mess. What do you do?
Hello, people of a flying ship.
Hey there, tree people.
And then you hear them like groaning, like, are you here to help? And then one of them kind of like, you see him on the deck, and he's just like weak, and they all look like they've been in like an accident, and bruised and beaten up, and some are bloodied, but none of them are standing up. Some are just kind of leaning against the pole, just kind of shitting themselves. We need help. We're out of rations. We can't get up. We can't get down.
Ooh, something's not right here. When did this ship crash, y'all? It looks like it was a long time ago.
And I've lost track of the day. It's been a week, days. I'm not sure anymore.
Whoa. Hold up, guys. Hold up.
Blue, you want to see if he's lying? He seems to be telling the truth.
I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land on the ship.
All right.
Yeah,
No.
me too, but I'm gonna land on this side.
Okay. When you land the ship, they're like, careful, and it like rocks.
Nope. I immediately kind of
Yeah.
fly a little above it.
Me too. I'm gonna land on this branch over here.
How the hell have you been on this thing for a week if you can't move?
You know. And he like points down at his leg, and you can see like the bone sticking out of the at the bottom of his ankle. And
Yeah, I
we're
don't want to see
injured.
that.
Do you have water?
I
Or,
want to see
or
Borderland on this.
mayonnaise?
Yeah, we can. I take the that water, the water jug out of the bag of holding, and yes, I can give you water. How many of you are there?
There's 4 of us here, and I believe a couple more on the other part of the ship.
What happened? How did you get here?
We're not sure what happened. The ship just started to come down suddenly. We crashed into the treetops, and here's where we find ourselves. We're too high to climb down, and too injured anyway.
And how far is it off the ground? Did you say? I'm sorry.
So, let's see. The stern. What is that? The back?
No idea.
Yes, the stern, the back, is 50 feet above the ground. The middle section is 65 feet above the ground. And this bow is 75 feet above the ground.
Oh, so they were trying to pull back or stop or something when they hit. Sounds like.
We could carry you down to the ground, and my friend here is a healer. He could help heal you. Then you'd have to make your own way to... What's the nearest town, Mr. Tabaxel?
A Taz Twinkie.
Yes.
It's like a Taz your Cluck Look or something. I
Yes,
don't know.
it's the town of Hostess. It is...
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the stuff.
Do you feel you'd be able to do that if we made a map for you?
He points down at his leg.
My friend can heal that, I think. Mr. Baloo, can you do that? Can you heal that? Because I can't look at it, honestly.
You've caused worse than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, on the map, Ataz Yikowaze.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, let's see what that means. And
Apparently
It probably
someone who can't
means-
fly a ship is what it means.
It means visitors unwelcome.
yeah, I think Snark can translate. Let's
We
see.
flay strangers.
Where is it? Let's see. Okay, locations.
It means ship of the eternal damned.
Atazikawazi. It means Gorge of Blades. And it's not a town so much as it's just a land feature.
Oh.
Geographic.
Then I don't remember what the nearest town was.
The nearest
I'd have to
town
look
that
at
you're
the map.
familiar with is Mbala. About, I don't know, 150 miles to the north.
Okay, we're not going to tell them that. If you just go north, you're going to run right into it. Wait a second. Hold on. Time. Wait.
Sorry, guys, I was on mute the whole time. So I've been saying, like, why don't we get them on the ground first?
Well, wait. Hold on. We will. We have a ship. Why
Yes,
are we
which-
sending them north? We should
I've been
send-
muted, right? I've been muted, and I've been saying that like 3 times. I'm like,
Too
why is
late.
no one responding?
No, too bad.
You have a very loud personality. We would have heard you. You should have realized. Mutes.
But first, we should get them on the ground so we can treat them
Yeah.
and
So
feed them.
let's. All right. So you want to pick them up and get them on the? What's the ground look like? I mean, well, they were 65 feet up.
Yeah, it's the jungle
ground
below.
looks like a jungle ground.
Okay.
And then you hear on this other side of the ship, one of the persons say, "Oh no, they've come back."
Oh shit.
Oh no, we're good guys. We're fine. We're not,
Who's
Who has come back?
who's coming back? You didn't mention that when we landed.
I don't know what they are. They came and they threw some off. They ate some of the others.
8.
Describe, please.
Look, and he points up and let me put them all.
The
on-
dragon. Nice.
put them on
Mr.
the
Blue, I
quickly.
told you we should have gone to Omu. I was the biggest supporter of that idea.
No, we're gonna get
that?
this is perfect. What the hell? Oh,
We're gonna get killed. What
They're like
the
undead
hell
gorillas?
is that? Dude, that has 4 arms.
it's like some kind of undead gorilla construct.
Yeah.
Spider
so
monkeys. They're spider monkeys.
It looks like a
Oh.
4-armed gorilla, and yeah, Blue pegged it right away. Of course, as a cleric, these are undead creatures. Their skin is sloughing off. Their guts are hanging out. Their bones are poking out.
I look at
And,
the guy whose bone is showing and go, well, you fought them off before. Why don't you start? And then we'll join you.
And they are scrambling down the trees, beating their chest, just hand over foot, just scrambling down towards you. And
Undead spider monkeys.
yeah, man, let's roll some initiative.
Oh, I don't even have a character sheet open
They're
yet.
big too. Why
I
is
know,
everything
I
so
gotta-
big?
Because, well, I'm small. You're big. They're about your size.
We're the same size.
No, we're not.
Technically.
The token that we have are the same size, but everything we fight is at least 4 squares big.
All right, let me just do it real quick.
Oof.
Can you get the other 2 over to here, and we could defend this area?
Well, we could ask Mr. Tabaxel to
Or
carry.
maybe we can move these 3 down there, because I think that would be better to be closer to the ground.
Those things are going to try to kill us in about 3 seconds. We have no opportunity to be moving wounded
To-
people.
Torm protects us.
Oh my god.
Shit. Sorry.
Lathander thinks she can help me. Pretty sure you're screwed.
Braveheart references.
All right.
I love that movie.
So,
Yeah, who doesn't though?
go ahead and roll for Snarny.
Snarns. He'd turn you a giant monkey, it'd be perfect.
Snarn does not do well there. Okay. Leon, you get the first as soon as you hear the guy say, "Oh no, they're back," Leon, you've got a bead on these undead monkey creatures. Gorillon zombies. What do you do?
So, stuff fly.
Yes, we're still
you,
flying.
You can fly.
So, and are these things flying or are they just attacking?
No, they're just scrambling down the branches on the road.
They're brachiating.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Can't hear you, man.
Can you hear me?
No, I can.
Okay, I'm going to take off vertically so they can't reach me. And then fire at the one to the cast Hunter's Mark on the. Oh, sorry for that. Cast Hunter's Mark on the one to the north of me, and then
Gotcha.
fire an arrow.
Okay. So now again, this is a cutaway. So there are branches and tree limbs and all sorts of things. So you
Oh.
can float up, but he's going to have. I mean, you're going to be shooting through cover, and in fact, the higher you get, it'll get to a point where you won't be able to target him at all.
Okay. So I'll just land right there, and then same thing. Hunter's Mark it, and do I have a clear shot at him?
Okay. Yeah, you hit. Hit.
That's it.
All right. What's the total damage there?
31.
Nice. So arrows rain down on this one, and he's. I think maybe this one's kind of climbing up towards you. Tried to get on the boat, climbing up the limb, and he slowed his progress and did some damage. It could be
This is going to be a confusing map.
these tickle monkeys are different.
Hickby is going to start by protecting Snarn. because he's likely going to be killed in one hit. So he's going to do protection from evil and good.
Nice.
One willing creature. Gives him disadvantage on this stuff, I guess. And so that takes my action in a spell slot. Mark that. Then, don't really have an action surge. Well, yeah. Action surge as he's frantically running to the sides of the boat, taking a look. Gonna end up here. They're coming in from everywhere. They're coming in.
They're
And
all over.
He's gonna shoot this one coming up the branch or down the branch, just directly south of him.
Okay. Yeah.
And forgot to say action surge. So he's got 2 shots and a bonus. Annabelle, take care of him. First shot, I'm gonna try and shoot him off this branch. 16.
Okay.
And so pushing strike.
All right.
DC 14 strength save. And
So 8 damage.
so 16 damage.
Okay.
And it's got a strength save or get pushed 10 feet away or off the branch or whatever he's on.
All right. He's able to cling to it.
Damn it.
Ah! These are strong bastards.
Mm-hmm.
And take a second shot at the one on the sail.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, like, get him off there. 13, that's gonna miss.
13 hits, actually. No armor.
Oh, cool. And pushing strike again. So 8 damage, but strength save DC 14.
Okay. So 8 total.
That's 2.
Gotcha. And also a strength save.
Yes. Try and push him off.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
He goes and he grabs the sails, and he looks at you and snarls, and he grabs all of them, and he gets them all within his grasp, but it just rips and tears away from him, and he plummets to the ground. So 75, so let's say 76.
And
It's a nice bit of damage.
this other one coming up.
Yeah. Oh, he hits the ground. You hear
Well-
bones break. He starts to climb back up.
The one to the north of this, I think, is going to have a hard time getting to us. So he's going to take a third shot, bonus shot at this first one he shot at, straight south. Come on. Get him off of there.
Okay.
Let's do shoot him off with extreme discretion. Oh, that was awful. And
That one misses.
yeah. That's it. That's my
All
action
right.
surge and everything.
All right. The Gorillon zombies. Let's see. Bonus action, move his speed. Okay. So this one starts climbing up, and he gets to 60 feet above. I'll just put 60 here. So he's not quite yet to the top. He's still climbing back up. This one moves over here, jumps on the boat, and attacks Hickabee. Let's go ahead and adjudicate that.
Holy shit.
That's right. I hate it when it doesn't auto roll damage. Auto roll damage and crit.
Hickabee smiles as soon as it lands to get disadvantage on that first attack.
Okay. Good thing. So that misses.
And
Second one hit.
AC 7. AC's 15, so hit, miss. Claw, 3 claws hit.
765. So 12,
Okay.
18 damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so they're just like huge slashing away. This one tries to walk up here. Can actually move 60 feet.
Oh, that's 3 attacks. concentration checks, and I failed.
Okay, so Snarns.
So Snarn's not protected anymore.
Gotcha.
That was quick.
This one goes to grapple this guy. And let's see them. Oh, this guy make a. Well, let's see here. Better at Dex. That's all he's got. My guy. Oops. Character sheet. Strength. Oh, he doesn't. He gets out of. Somehow he gets away from this gorilla and zombie. Kicking it like on his back, kicking away. And that is that one's go. This one climbs up and attacks this one here. Oh, I clicked it. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So
Nice.
this guy dies. And
No!
the gorilla and zombie takes a huge bite out of the guy's flank and pitches him over the edge. And, here, and he turns and he looks at Nimbus. This one's going
They
to...
were here first. Don't look at me.
This one's going to run up and attack Tabaxel. This one's going to run and attack this creature here. Oof, yeah. Same thing. A little laggy there.
Which one's for me?
None of that's for you. So
Okay.
this one gets thrown off too. All right. This is for Tabaxel. $18, 15,
Nice, okay.
7. What's your AC? 16.
16.
So you got 7, 6, 13 damage.
13. Okay.
Yeah, so you're dodging. You get one claw attack. The other 3 claws miss, and he's able to bite you. This one scrambles this way. That's as far as he can get. Okay. Nimbus.
All right. Nimbus is going to move over here, and I'll use my quarterstaff, my new staff of striking.
Buck and a quarterstaff. Nice.
Okay.
And I'll also use Fury of Blows. And
Well, hang on a second. Which one? The guy to your east, I guess?
yeah, the guy to my east.
So 22. Okay. All right. Yeah, he's still up, but barely. He's looking right.
On the Fury of Blows, though, on the second one that hit, I want to use so I want to knock him 15 feet back.
All right, you do so.
Killed him anyway.
Oh, did it kill him anyways?
Yeah, and he plummets. Yeah, so you kick him into the shards of broken boat, pieces of which stick into his back as he plummets to the ground.
And I look at the other one. I give him the Bruce Lee hand, like,
come get
The
you
quivering palm.
yeah. Let's do this.
some. Yeah, come on. I got some more for you. Nice. Okay. Tabaxel.
Okay. I'm missing a weapon. Didn't I get like a rapier or something?
Rapier of Riposte.
Yeah, it's not here. I don't know what happened. So I'll pull out the scimitar first, so I get this rapier back on.
Well, you probably wanted to use that rapier of riposte on one of those 1,000 attacks you just took.
Right. Well, I didn't have my weapon out though, so
That's true.
yeah.
Well, I would think we would have pulled out our weapons, but
I wonder if it was. I wonder if it was added to another sheet, and that didn't save to that token or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. I couldn't add anything to my sheet, remember? But I think you added it for me.
Yeah. I'll try to figure it out.
Okay, so I'll hit with the Vicious Scimitar.
Okay.
God, I really wish I could get sneak attack. That's all my damage.
Yeah, he's not quite close enough to the other guy who's sort of
Yeah.
laying on the ground there.
Well, how about I disengage
Okay.
and
A
move
bonus
to
action
another
or
guy?
just as an action?
It's my what is it? Cunning action.
Oh, right. Okay. Rogue action. Yeah.
Do the bonus action is your turn. Oh, I can still attack. It's a bonus action. Okay,
Okay.
cool. So I'll disengage. Still can't get close enough to sneak attack that guy though. Okay. I will Damn. Alright, I'll hit this guy before I go. With the Vicious Scimitar. Eh.
Oh shit.
It is vicious.
Oh, only the +1. All right.
Yeah. Alright. Too bad it's not Vorpal, huh?
Yeah.
well, you rolled horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll disengage to... No.
Well, that's the middle of the air. Oh wait, that's not you. Yeah, you'll have to. So that's like 15 feet above the ground. So you'll need to make some sort of check if you want to jump from one boat to the next. Oh wait, you can fly.
But isn't
Never
he
mind.
flying?
Never mind. Never mind.
We're flying like an eagle, guy.
Whee!
That makes it much less fun for me, but that's okay.
Alright, and I'll be right back.
Cool. Blue.
Vile beast, Storm says back to the hole that spawned you.
Oh shit. Turn undead.
So,
All
it's
right.
30-foot radius, which I assume is a sphere. And this is 3 separate levels, 15 feet apart. I'm assuming that I hit all of them. If each of these wrecks are above each other, well, in tandem, you know what I mean? They're not actually spread out
So
sideways like this.
blue.
They're actually
You get this guy.
who's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, we'd only get.
You only get one.
Yeah, you'd only get one.
Well, no. If you think about it, right, the deck on the left is 15 feet below this deck in the middle, and the one to the right is 15 feet above this deck. They're all on top of each other.
No, they're not on. I mean, they're staggered. They're just as you see them. They're not above each other.
Oh, okay. Then I wouldn't do that. I would just do a thing. I thought the way the map was, they were stacked on top of each other.
I see what you mean, but no, they're
Yeah.
yeah,
They just broke apart on different trees.
exactly. Yeah, they're just on the
Okay.
canopy.
Okay, I thought it was a different. I was just looking at it differently. I thought it was like they were like it fell straight down, and
If
like
you
the top
were-
part was up there, and then so on and so forth.
If you were here, oh, it won't click. Oh, I had the wrong. If you were here, for instance, that would hit all three. I think.
I can move there.
That would.
Sure. Why don't we do that?
Okay. So what's my save?
Your save is a Wisdom spell save of 15.
All right. The one next to Hickby fails.
And they get scarred.
One on the bottom. Oops, not wisdom. Wisdom.
Oh, to 0. He's super
And one
fails.
to the west. Also fails, right?
Yep.
He's screwed.
And if they are a half hit die or less, which they probably are not, they disintegrate.
They are not, I don't believe.
What is their hit die, Gary?
They are
won?
a CR3.
Damn it. So not till I'm like 16th level.
Okay. Excellent. And Snarn. Snarn will fly up off the deck maybe a little bit. Probably doesn't want to cast.
He knows that the 3 that just got feared, if he attacks them, he'll break the fear.
Right. Yeah, Snarn would know that. If he cast Fireball, it would probably be a bad idea.
Unless he shoots the guy way over there if he can.
Well, it would just like burn the whole ship and probably kill that guy on the back boat.
True.
Yeah.
But one to save, he could be dead anyway. No. He'd probably just do his his laser beams.
He's going to do, yeah, he's going to do Firebolt. That's his thing. But he's actually going to use his sorcerer. He hasn't picked this yet, but he's actually going to do a twin spell and actually target both of them. 18 is a hit. So this one takes 17 damage.
Nice.
Cool. And he's going to firebolt the other one with his twin spell using a sorcery point. 8 misses. Just flies past him.
Doesn't he get... he always has, like, advantage, though, doesn't he?
Why?
Why is that? Remember he always rolls advantage for his stuff? He gets that. I guess he should have showed up.
Pack tactics. He's smart.
Pack
Oh, right.
tactics,
Thank you, yes. But no one's there, so...
Yeah, no one's there.
Just flies off. Kills a beautiful parrot. Leon, you're up.
Poof.
Yeah. Squawk!
Do not hit the ones that are feared.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
going-
you can yell that bonus action. I mean, it's free. Free action.
So I'm going to, on this action, move my hunter's mark to the one southeast,
Gotcha.
and then fire a couple shots at.
Oh. The second one hits.
Look
Was
at
it
him.
already,
He rolls a crit 1 and still rolls a 10.
was it already damaged previously?
Yes, it was. So that's 18.
18 total.
Cool. Yeah.
Mm.
But he's no longer scared.
No, not when I meant southeast. I meant the one southeast.
Oh.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to hit the one that's fair.
The guy that's climbing up.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have him make a dex check, but with advantage to see if he stays on there. Okay. Yeah. He's no, he's not bleeding profusely, but he's badly wounded with arrows sticking out of him, and his skull, where he hit the ground, his face is like smushed flat, but he's still a trooper. That's it, Leon.
Yep.
All right. Hickabee.
Hickabee puts his arm up, holds his eyes against the light that Baloo just did, and as soon as the air is clear of the light, he'll turn, look over the bow, and shoot this one coming up. He's like, "Oh, you didn't take the hint, did you?" So we got that. Come on, damage.
Yeah, that's a hit. You kill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leon wants you to move the mark to the other spider monkey, the one that just died. Not that it
Never
really
mind.
matters.
Well, it's just not on that one. It's
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Okay.
anymore.
I thought I clicked it, but that's you can do that again as a bonus action next time around.
I don't think I can really see any more because
The guy in front of you,
This
but he
one's-
looks petrified of, like you said, of the bright light that the blue emitted, and he's looking for an exit.
Yeah.
It was a giant gauntlet with a middle finger.
I can't. I likely won't be able to see through this ship and the branches to see this one that's
You
way
can
down
actually
below.
see down. Well, no, not that one down there.
Well, you can move.
I think this
You can
guy
fly
up here
over.
you might could see because he's sort of perched on a branch.
Oh yeah, I
This
can
guy
fly.
down here you can't, and this guy looks like he's looking for an exit too.
I'm gonna try and move around and get over there. Snarn, you okay?
He says he's fine. I think if you got in like this general area, you could take a shot at the far guy here.
Use the
Okay.
stairs.
He can't take a reaction, can he, when he's frightened?
No.
For its action, it can't take reactions. Okay.
And
He's like, oh
shoot my
shit,
shot.
there's a big mean guy that knows God. I need to run.
Oh.
And nobody's near him. Damn it.
No. Okay.
And last shot. 19.
Yep, that's a hit. These guys have 11 AC, so it doesn't take much.
That's all my shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Time to reload Nelly.
He also looks rough. Okay.
And I'm going to finish my last movement and just get on the deck.
Okay. This one's going to give chase to Baxel and jump up and try to grab him by the ankle and take a swipe at him. This one's going to attack this dude. This one's going to jumps up here on the steering thingy and tries to attack Nimbus.
Nope, he
Nope,
runs
he
away.
doesn't. He runs away from Baloo. He scrambles down, and he has to use his dash action. So he is. Where are we?
120.
65. Well,
Right? You said they were 60?
it's 30. They can use a bonus action
Oh.
to do so. A dash would only be 60. So he's 15 feet off the ground. This guy. This guy, same
I
thing.
want forearms.
This guy runs and jumps over to here. And off this ledge here, as far as he can go. Okay, so this one attacks this guy. Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Dead.
That part of the ship just had bad luck.
Threw him off the edge. My dice won't disappear. All right, Tabaxel. Here we go.
Yeah, we probably wanted that guy alive too.
All right.
All of those hit. I'm gonna uncanny dodge this one. The last one.
So, okay. So 16 hits. 8. The 10 misses, though, right? 8, 8, 16.
10. Wait, what? What all attacks?
The
do you
second
get?
one down is a 10.
Yeah.
So the first
Oh,
one is a
okay.
16, the second one's a 10, the third one's a 24.
So
the next
8,
one's a
8, 16. Well, and then 8.
Everything but the 10 hits.
Okay. So 24 plus 7 is 31. Do you want to uncanny dodge one of those?
Yeah.
So
Oh, we can only do one. Oh, yeah, that's
31
right. Okay.
minus
So yeah,
8
one of the
is-
8s, I guess.
So 23 total.
Okay, total.
And that is their
Gotcha.
go. Now, are they able to? No, I can't remember. I think when you turn undead, they just keep going, right? There's no save.
Yep,
It's just after
it's-
a minute. Yeah.
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 It's after
Yeah,
so
they're
however
gone.
long.
And Nimbus.
All right, Nimbus is gonna go over to this one that's attacking Tabaxel. Yeah. I'm here, bud. And drop some knowledge with the staff.
Yep. That's it.
You're gonna kill him before I get to hit. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use Fury of Blows and take 2 hits.
All right. Hit.
and on one of those,
Just hits.
on one of those Fury of Blows, I'm gonna try to knock him 15 feet back off the boat. So he'd have to do a strength saving throw,
Okay.
which he'll probably make. But
It doesn't hurt to try.
He makes.
yes, I would imagine so. God damn it! Kicking things off of things high up is my thing.
Yeah, he does the arm windmill thing, and in fact, he kind of like grabs a hold of Tabaxel, like to, well, catch me, bro, and then Tabaxel, it's your go.
All right, I'll pull out the rapier of riposte. And it's not on my thing, so I'm just going to use that regular rapier and we'll just add
Plus
one
one.
to it.
Sure.
All right, and here goes the vicious scimitar first. 14.
Yep.
8.
You run him through, he's dead.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh,
And just
shit.
loosen him up for you.
Definitely. I guess
There is
that's
this
it
guy
then.
still. He's beating his chest.
Yeah.
He feels happy about throwing innocent victims to their death.
Totally, he can beat his chest. I'm going to go up here
I'm not taking a beat.
because I need to drink a potion or something.
Don't worry, I'll take care of him.
You need to take care of the guy whose bone is sticking out. That's disgusting.
I think he
Don't
got
know if I
no,
can
that's
fix
this
that.
guy here.
The wounded people are okay. That's great.
You guys are like, yes, you don't. I guess we don't have to get you back to the city now. Blue. These monkeys are.
I move up to here. 10, 20, 30, over here next to. And I cast Sacred Flame at that monkey boy.
All right, monkey boy. Dex. Monkey boy fails.
Monkey boy takes 13 radiant damage.
Monkey boy bursts into flames. And he dies. And that's it. That is combat ended, I believe. Yeah, the others just run off. They've had all they can take. That is that.
So Nimbus looks around at the people who've been thrown and goes back over to the guy who he was talking to. So how many people would you say you had before this happened, unfortunately?
And he's like, oh, and he like shifts very uncomfortably, and you see the bone jut out. And he's, oh, and you're like,
Mr. Baloo, please.
So I sit here on the trunk of the tree where it's solid, and I start chanting. And while he's talking, 10 minutes later, I do a prayer of healing.
all right, nice.
Does that work?
So what do you do with this bone? I mean, does it magically go back in, or do you have to like put your hands on it?
I can kick it back into his body. It might come out the other side.
Oh,
but
okay.
Again.
I didn't
Look, a
do
pretty
it twice.
carrot.
I just did it once. So it basically would make him. It would heal him. I don't think it, unless it's like a complete decapitation or something like that, or like a amputation or something like that. it would
Yeah,
just
I know.
heal.
I just,
I could
Just
just
for
use my
flavor.
staff to
Yeah,
push
yeah.
it back in.
It grows back together. I mean, I'll set that too, but I just needed to get healing out to everybody that I could. So everyone that's hurt around me, so we'll do the 3 people. I think I do 6. Or is it everybody? 6. So the 3 people that are 3 shipwreck people that are still alive, Tabaxel, and in Hickabee and Skarn. I think those are the guys that all got hurt.
okay. All right, great. So they're back to full health. All these guys.
So do you have any supplies on board still that we need to carry down as well as you?
They've been. We're all out of supplies. We might have enough for maybe a pack or 2, but there's no treasure on board, or.
Throw them off.
No, you're
No. We can make arrangements.
no,
I'm just kidding.
you're the treasure, sir. You're the treasure.
So are we able to lift these guys and bring them down with the fly?
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. It's more like
So
a
we'll bring
feather
him down
fall
to
when
the
you're holding
ground.
somebody, sure.
We'll
Well,
gather.
what about the? Wait a second. What about the gorillas that left? Are they on the ground waiting,
No,
or
they're
are they
gone.
just taking off?
No,
Okay.
they beat it.
Well, we'll clear the area first. I mean, obviously, we'll go around and we'll stab the gorillas that fell and are dead on the ground, and maybe check out these guys that fell. I'm of course going to bury everybody that died.
Yeah, they're really dead. So they get down and they tell you that that they were the star goddess was from Harua, and it was simply sent there to explore Cholt, and they were attacked. One of them doesn't know what happened, and one of them swears that they were attacked by these flying creatures, leathery skin with wings and beaks.
Oh, the Petrie folk. Yes, they are not very good things.
Yeah.
So, we have 20 days of rations inside our things because we really haven't needed them because we've been teleporting everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we can give them some rations and 20 days of rations for 6 of us. So that's technically.
Wait, so are we just gonna leave them to walk to the boat?
Well, yes, we can't stay here.
I know we can't stay here, but what I'm saying is, and I move away from those people. These people are literally going to die an hour from now in the jungle.
We're giving them a chance. That's all we can do.
Well, I just assumed you were a man of God. I don't care. That's fine.
You know, the one
Well,
of
if
them,
We
they
should
can go
be
with
honest.
us. Well, we can talk to them. They can either try to get to the boat where we're going to have to try and get to, or they can come with us to Omu. Would you like to? You talked to them. Would you like to try and take your chances through the jungle and try and get to a boat for rescue, or would you like to come with us to kill a lich? Which would you choose?
their eyes grow huge, and you look at them in their clothing. They're wearing just like very light white linen shirts, and they're not wearing boots. They're wearing like fancy shoes. I mean, they're not. Yeah.
You guys were not prepared.
And then one of them looks around and is like, "Oh, it's so beautiful. Ah, you are so
This
right.
is-
We should have come to Cholt."
This is not beautiful at all. This is hell.
So which way again to Port Nyanzaru?
Oh Jesus.
Jacob just points without even saying anything.
So what do we get for supplies? Either do we at least have like some packs or something we can make into packs or bags that they can, or sacks that they can carry stuff in?
You do.
Well, we have to talk about like giving them weapons and stuff too. I mean,
So you're able to cobble together, according to the module, enough supplies for 1 explorer's pack and 1 priest's pack. Everything else is rotten, destroyed, or plundered.
all right.
So we can give them,
A couple of packs for 3 people.
and we can give them some of our food rations because we still got good berries and stuff that we can eat.
These people are dead. Like, we're killing them. I mean, let's be honest, folks.
They were dead.
What about
either.
on this captain guy? Was there anything on his body?
No, it's all.
No, there was
plundered,
no weapons.
lost,
None of them have
gone.
weapons. I mean, this guy has a bow and arrow. This guy.
Just a name tag that says Stubing.
Yeah, if they did, they're long gone. They've either fallen or broken or been.
Were any of you part of the crew, or were you just exploring?
Let's see here. There were a couple of 2 of the people were crew members, but the one with the broken leg was the one with like the foppery. Well, yes, these are the crew members here, and they too look like and they have rough hands, I think, from working the sails. But this is a magic vessel. They explain to you. It's not something that requires a great deal of physical attention.
Well, boys and girls, who's up for walking?
So I give them a water catcher from our group loot.
All right.
All right, I teach them how to use it. We give them 10 times 6 days of ration. So 60 rations, or 60 days worth of rations, for them to split amongst themselves. Not 60 days. That's not 60 days. there's 6 of us, right? So we had 20 days for 6 of us, right?
Right.
And
So
there's 3 of them, so 30 days.
So okay.
So give them
40?
so 20 days of rations each would technically be 20 times 120 days of rations. And I'm just going to write that because that's easier for math now. 120 days of rations. So we're going to give them 30 days of rations. So 90.
Yeah, and the captain's still limping. He's like, he looks up. It's always raining here.
Yes. And I give them a few applications of. I'll give them one of the extra gourds of the insect repellent, and I say use it sparingly, only when the bugs get really bad, because you don't have a whole lot of it. Trust me, you'll need it. We then set about making spears from sticks.
Yeah, make a survival check. And he hands, like, the items you hand him, he hands it to the...
I go to Lena. Can you
to
make
the
them
other
spears from sticks?
Let,
yeah, roll a survival check, Blue.
Aren't you a
I'll
ranger?
roll it.
Okay.
I'll make them.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. I would
Scout,
say
baby.
Well balanced.
Ranger Scout.
these
Ranger robe.
spears and everything, you are going to be a formidable opponent for anything you run in.
Yeah, straight as a pool stick. I mean, it's just, like, beautiful.
Who's going to train them to use it now?
Oh, they're gonna have to learn on the fly again. With
Stick 'em with
like
the
I said,
pointy
their
end.
choices are. As I turn to them, I go, "Your choices are: walk west of here until you hit shore and wait for the
Can-
boat."
Can we ask
Or-
Mr. Tabaxel to make them a map of some sort on how to get to where the shore is, based
You
on
know
our
what?
map?
I can
These
draw some
people
rudimentary thing real quick.
are in dire need of a guide. And I fancy myself not leaving them out here to strand. I'll take it on. I'll meet them down there, and if I can find a way back to
We can.
Luanga,
We need you.
or
We
not
need you.
Luanga.
Hickory. If you leave, we will be a man short, and we will be even worse off when we fight this thing. When we get
Well,
there.
How many
Nah, you'll be
squares is
fine.
it
I catch
between
up.
now and the shore? Or how many?
I don't know.
So the boat actually, I believe you guys wanted to... Let me put you back on the map.
But Hickabee will take it up on guiding these people down there.
I mean, if Hickabee guides them, we
Take
can
him
always
down.
run into his second character.
I think that's what
Yeah.
Mr. I think that's what Seb wants.
Yeah, I think that's
a
what's
little
going
sooner
on.
than I thought, but
So we can do that. I mean, if that's something you want to do, because we could do that. But I believe you guys said to meet in... Did I put you on the map? Yeah.
Shilko Bay.
Shilku Bay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's a fucking wicked far.
Yes.
It's
really far.
it'll take us days and
God.
days and days to get there.
Well, we should have just like let the gorilla throw more of these people off.
No, at least they have
I
a
mean,
fighting chance. If anything, maybe we can send them to.
This is why Snarn was rooting for Omu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they go north to the River Tath and work with Jakara Bay, and we can pick them up if they're still survive. There's a mining camp there.
just
They
get
might
there
be-
and then take the canoes down.
Well, they don't have canoes, so
Where are you saying? Go to the river?
go to north to where Ataz Kahakla is.
You guys actually have canoes outside of Mbala.
Yes,
Artist, you met
But-
Artist Summer, and Artist left canoes.
but they would take the River Tath
there.
to Jahakar Bay, and that's closer than Shilku Bay, right?
They're about 11 days south of canoes that would get them onto the River Ocean Star. I mean, they're fucked either way. I mean,
Yeah, like I said, the shortest way is Jahaka Bay, and we can pick them up there. And at least there's a mining colony right there. There's some sort of miners there, so maybe they'll get help there.
yeah, but they do have these the
No, not if they go
myster-
straight north.
the dangerously
northwest.
named Kobold Mountains. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could spread around.
But if they go to Ataz Kahakla, see where Ataz and go that way.
We don't even know what that is. You're just randomly sitting down.
Hickabee will take them out here and then just them.
Let's
guy.
just murder them, right?
Sacrifice them to Torn.
Let's just change our
We'll
lives.
follow their souls and find the Soulmonger.
Right. We're gonna track their soul.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna save the world.
Well,
Volunteers.
let's take a quick break. I'm gonna run and grab a beer, and you guys figure it out. Sam, if that's something you want to do,
I think
Yeah,
Sam.
sure.
I'm cool with
Sam,
it.
I think
He'll do it often. He'll just be like, I'll catch up with you as soon as I can. This shouldn't be taking too long. But it's going to
So-
take much longer than he thinks.
Yeah, Sam, I think you'd be safer going north to the River Tath and working your way out that way. Because hold on.
Be right back.
Let's quiet for a second. Do you see the yellow lines, right? That's where the undead is. If you go north of where we are, there is no yellow lines, so there's probably no undead there. It'll just be dinosaurs and stuff, so it'll be a little less crazy.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
see.
see how there's no undead in that area?
This is the only yellow line we see.
Yeah. So maybe going up that way would be a little safer. I mean, I'm not saying. It's like saying, safer is like going through crocodiles versus going through a shark-infested pool. But
Do we want to meet
still be
5
safer.
T-Rexes or dead T-Rexes?
That's right. I think you might have more beneficial versus live things versus undead things. So that might be the easier way for you to go
The
out.
dead T-Rexes vomit up other zombies. So
And if we win, all the undead go away anyway.
Hmm.
I guess really the main thing is, do you want to switch out a Hickabee? That's really the
sure.
point.
My
You
other
don't have
character's
to.
more melee.
So the other thing we can do is we can work our way south to the Ataz Yaklawaza all together as a group to the Valley of Lost Honor. And once we get to the Valley of Lost Honor, we part ways. And then we move east and take care of where we want to go.
Yeah.
And then
I
we
mean,
could be-
Hickabee's at his peak damage, basically, because he's not going to get to 11th level fighter
Yeah.
to get the extra attack, so...
Okay. Well, I mean, I would be willing to do that. That makes sense that we stay with them basically till the Ottawa, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, Taz,
And-
you're cool.
And then
Yeah,
from
you're
there,
cool. I mean, because I don't really like leaving you alone strictly through all that. But at least that's kind of there. And when we get to the Valley of Lost Honor, we can either split there, meet up with new characters, or vice versa, or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be good. If we all go here, and then he'll split and take him that way.
yeah.
And then we can go a little farther south and then cut so that we're not going through jungle. We have that Valley of Lost Honor. And work
Yeah.
our way.
And I'm sure that's safe.
I think we're going to go as a party kind of this way, and then split once we get out of the undead, and go here and here.
Yeah, Gary. So we're gonna all head as a group to Ataz Yaklawaza.
Okay.
And then when we get to the Valley of Lost Honor, we're going to split there. And we'll head east to go to Omu. And Hickabee will head west to deliver them to Shoku Bay.
Okay. Do we have a token for?
The new guy.
What's his name?
What is the new guy?
My new character?
Yeah.
Jack Offer.
Siskabub?
And
Yep.
how the fuck do we find him out of the middle of nowhere? It would have been good if we saved you on the wreck of the Star Goddess. If we
Who
had done
is
this
your
earlier.
character? Oh, is it
You could
Siskabub?
always just have him
Shish
be.
kebab.
We could always run into some characters that had him chained up
All right.
and
Well,
they died.
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab.
All right. Let me. I gotta find a token.
Call me Bob.
Real quick.
So Gary, that'll give you some time. I mean, at least the rest of the day we'll be working our way to Valley of Lost Honor, and then you'll have till next week to figure out where his new character comes in.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, man, it's coming down.
Because I didn't feel right either leaving him, but I was like, what?
No.
Yeah.
And then Hickey
one
was
of the
like, "Oh, I'll
dilemmas.
take him." And I'm like,
I
so
think
now-
as a party we wouldn't have left him like that. I agree.
Well, we definitely wouldn't leave Hickabee. We might
Right.
leave the people to go, or just stay here and be safe, and we'll come back.
You friggin' bury dead people, but this. Yeah. Sorry.
Hold this torch. It'll guard you against everything. And as soon as it
Hey,
gets
I
a torch,
can't save them all, but I can bury them all.
Torm is
Yeah, but we'd have to
pretty
bury
friggin'
him.
tough. Wow.
I gave them everything I could. They could come with us. I offered that. You can come with us to fight the Lich. Come.
You could fight a lich, or here's a.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
You can come look at the nice undead that you just visited and you're still liking this place? After 10 days, I mean, after a week in the rain and you wreck, you still like it? I don't understand.
Well, I've never heard him talk like that. Jeez. He's always so optimistic.
Well, yes, we're going to go. So, but I still think this place sucks.
Okay.
I think the heat's getting to him finally.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's make our way to. I don't know what the hell y'all are doing now.
We're heading southwest to Ataz Yakwaza.
Okay, I was not ready for that. I think.
Well, either way, we're heading through the jungle.
Yeah, you make your way through the jungle. I say you can fly. I'll say you can carry these guys
Sweet.
like babies.
We only get to go
Well-
an extra 3 or 4 squares, hexes, and we're done. Right?
Yeah.
Like two people carrying one person each.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. 1, 2.
We're flying around in circles.
Oh, shit.
I'll put you there.
Look at
One
the
of my
right.
wings is broken.
All right.
Ooh, there's another word right there.
That's
Oh, no, you just moved it. Uh-huh. There's extra
these
words.
stupid hexes.
Gary, what does Ataz Kahakla mean?
Let's look at it. Oh, Yikowazi or Kahakala?
What's a Taz mean? Because
Yeah,
a Taz
the one
is
that was
attached
north
to all
of-
of us. That means
I
That
think it
means
means
gorge.
wonderful day, isn't it? I'm sorry.
that means death. Death via snoo snoo.
All right. So
It
the
means land or
of
something.
Chult, locations in Chult. Ataz. Ataz Kahakala. Gorge of Death.
Ah,
So what's a Taz?
Shit.
Yaklawazi.
Yikowazi means
that was the razor or something.
Gorge of Blades.
Where's the blade? That's it.
Oh, maybe we can find more of those things that you have.
There you go.
All
I
right.
think, I can't even think of one now.
Oh, I need a map.
There's a map on the screen.
So, you guys approach, and you see, as you approach, blades of black basalt thrust up
Oh.
from the floor of this deep volcanic canyon to create a forest of sorts, one that can easily draw blood from unwary trekkers who brush against the ebon piles that are sharp as razor-edged weapons that they're named after.
Hmm.
We forget to land when the fly runs out and we just fall. End the game.
Right?
So yeah, that's kind of what you see. I have something to do, so if you guys want to chat amongst yourselves,
Sure.
while I do
Okay.
that.
So what, Hickabee, what is your new character?
You'll see.
Oh boy. Wait a minute, I know
Please
it's in
save the
Discord.
remake of Tormy.
Yeah.
Is that-
I remember Sam telling me that his mom hates him doing this. Is it your mom that hates you doing the voice? or-
Yeah. I like doing it. I like doing it a lot better than Hickabee. Well, I prefer it. This character is not as sociable and friendly. He's not, hey guys, how's it going? Oh my gosh. But, he's just role play that type of race. He's more just stoic.
Okay. That'll work. And yeah, so you guys want to go down into the gorge? So there's basalt everywhere, and it's sort of barren. It's a little different than any other place that you've seen in Chult. The trees are sort of washed away or burned away. You smell sulfur, and you get wisps of smoke kind of float by from the nearby volcano.
Work our way.
Well, can we?
Do we want to go down into the valley, or do we want to stay on the outskirts and stay above?
Well, don't we need to go down to the valley?
No, I meant the ravine through that whole thing. We can stay to the east of it and stay in the jungle.
Yeah, you can go around it. Take you another day, probably.
I don't know. I mean, what is everybody else's thoughts?
I'm okay with going through if it's gonna save us a day.
Me too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Worst comes to worst, the fodder will die.
All right.
So we need names for these guys, Gary. That way we can yell "No!" whenever they die.
I think the captain is.
There's three of them?
His name is Petifor.
No Petifor. That's awful. I hope he dies.
Pepe
And,
Silva.
Yes. The first mate is James. Actually, he was just one of the riggers. And the
Hey,
other
and we
one-
got a girl too.
And the other one is Pedro.
There was a girl.
Let's see here.
Pedro's
Okay.
manly.
Maybe she's named James. We don't.
Maybe.
I'm not making that judgment.
First of all, you're
Hey, my
assuming
wife's
they're
named
gender.
Larry. What do I want? You know?
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
And I'm not kidding, by the way. My wife is actually named Larry.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it short for something or?
Nope. Lari.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Imagine my parents surprised when I called them from the military saying, "Hey, I'm getting married," and they're like, "To who?" Larry. And they're like, "I knew I should have bought him soap and a rope."
Alrighty.
Oh, these are friendly people. I see.
Yes. I
Those
hope
look
so.
like what the hell are those
The
things?
frick are
Salamanders?
those?
Oh, you can see
Fire
them.
salamanders or
Damn
whatever?
it. Do I have you on the map?
Yeah, we can
I
see.
do. Okay. Alrighty. So you see these creatures patrolling through. I don't think you can see them until I put your characters on there, but.
Are they shitting lizards? I mean, what's going on?
Here.
Hello.
It could be.
Oh, yeah,
Look
two
at there's
hickabees. That'd
multiple
be awesome.
hickabees.
That's all
Aw.
we need. They'd be dead in no time. Star
Huh?
and Tabaxo.
Hickabee should have came back as Hickabee's uncle.
Map player.
Did we?
Okay, there we go.
We have not rested, right?
You have not rested.
Okay, I would have healed Tabaxo though.
It's getting closer to sunset. Let's see here. All right. Lands in Schultz. Locations in Schultz. There's so much going on in this.
Tabaxo, get 9 back.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, tell me twice.
All right. So you see. Ooh, I like this too. Okay. All right. So you see this patrol of creatures, and I don't think they notice you right at first. What do you do? There are red
I
creatures.
duck down and say, "Shh."
I will
wanna-
quietly draw some weapons.
I want to hide or stealth at least.
Snar jumps behind a rock.
Yeah, take a step back too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll stealth. Everyone roll stealth.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch me get the worst score.
That is
That's not
impossible
supposed to
because
survive.
I
Here
will
we
get
go.
the worst score.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
Can't take you anywhere.
Hey, that's good. I could have gotten the 0.
Okay. So, Blue, what happened? Tell us what happened.
I was like right here, and as I went to turn around, I trip on my own feet and fall down, and my armor goes clank.
And you hear this one. Let's see, what language does it speak? What language does a fire newt speak?
Dwarven.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
Snarn does.
Probably just Snarn.
Yeah.
I do actually.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear and Snarn hears, halt! And they all sort of, rein up, and they turn around. And you hear, you, Leon, and Snarn, you hear this one say, I heard something. And he sort of turns his mount around to look. And make another stealth check, Baloo, and I'm going to have this guy make a perception check to see if he sees you.
Oh, it's better. Yay!
He looks around. He trots over here. And he looks down. Didn't see anything. You guys hear him say. Must have been nothing. And the other one's kind of...
I turn to Tabaxel and go, that's XP.
and this one's like, I think I heard something else. And you look
Sounded
up.
like metagame.
Yeah, you look up and you hear,
Oh shit!
oh,
That's a
Zindalor's
lot of
about.
XP.
Zindalor's hunting. Take cover. And this one ducks over here. This one ducks under here, and they like kind of get up under a rock. And this one tries to get over here, but his mount's too big. He jumps off, and he gets up under the rock next to Baloo. And he looks at you, and he's surprised, and his mount's just like standing there. And
I go like this. I put my hand up against it and go, shh, and point up. And like cringe a little bit and be like, look wide-eyed and scared.
And you see from beneath your rock a huge red dragon come and swoop and eat this mount and take off. And the fire nude next to you kind of like, puts his fingers in his mouth, like bites down, like.
I hand him like I pick up a stick off the ground and go and hand it to him.
And he looks at you now that, and he listens, and he doesn't hear anything. Looks like the threat might be gone. And he looks at you and sort of backs away, and he reaches towards his scimitar at his side.
I hold my hands out like jazz hands and be like, no, it's, and I just kind of like pat him back and forth like, we are not a threat.
And then he looks.
I have not put my weapons away.
And I point at my holy symbol of Torm, and hopefully maybe he recognizes.
And you see these guys, and they call out. You hear, I think Snarn and Leon. You hear them call his name, or you hear him call a name, a strange name. And he goes to stand up as if to like show where he is.
I tell him, I kind of usher him out and say, go ahead. And I put my finger to my mouth again and go, shh.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
You didn't see he was wearing a Torm sucks, did you?
Oh, maybe. We'll see. Until he rolls lower than that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Tabaxel's slowly sneaking up behind him.
Yeah. So he steps out here, and he puts like two like rubbery gross fingers in his mouth and whistles, and points to both of you guys.
Can I tackle him before he does that and just
Yeah,
run him
I'll give
through
you a
with
shot
both
at
blades?
that. Sure.
All right.
Yeah, make a strength acrobatics check.
Here comes the
Oh, okay. That's acrobatics is dex.
Sorry. So at a strength check to tackle, and then he gets to pick
Okay.
dex, or he's going to roll dex.
Strength checks is gonna suck.
I do that too.
Oh,
Why
nice.
can't I roll? There. Boom.
You tackle him, and
Smart move, Sean.
you stay up and you stand up. I guess you have to say something, and you hear nothing. So you hear
And then
nothing within that ring that can be created within and passed through. But you guys hear Snarn and Leon outside this sphere of silence. You hear them call his name, and you hear them say, Tinder must have gotten him. Let's move on. And they start to walk away.
So I stand up to my full stature, and what's the size of this guy?
He is just says medium humanoid, so maybe 5 feet tall.
So I'm a bigger medium humanoid than this guy is, and I stand up and kind of tower over him, and I put my fingers to my lips again, very sternly and angrily look at him. And I go, put it up to my lips and make the noise, but obviously nothing happens.
You're right. So make a persuasion check, but with advantage, because he sees his buddies leaving him too.
I think that's more of intimidation.
Yeah,
Intimidation.
That's what I meant. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Then he
Even though that was worse, I felt that was better.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's right. So he puts his rubbery hands up, like to the side, like shrugs, like, now what the hell am I supposed to do?
I nod and I point down, like tell him to sit, like basically sit on the ground.
Good boy, sit. He's like, fine. He sits his rubbery self down.
I tap Tabaxel on the shoulder and I go, and I point over to where the other guys are, and I said, and I move my fingers, like my hand up and down, like talking, and I go like basically point over there, trying to get the gist of, hey, go over there and tell the rest of the guys.
Yeah, I'll go get them.
Okay.
Hikeby does a big wave. There's a little wink.
Yeah. So they've like taken off. They've like left this guy, and by the time you stand up out of your thing, they've moved on. They assumed that when the dragon came that they got not only the Strider, but they also got this guy here.
And Hickaby's new character is a red condom-looking thing.
Yes.
Don't make me start throbbing.
Close in the dark.
What the hell is this thing? Do we have any idea what it is?
A fire nudes. I don't know. Make a nature check.
Nature check?
Nature check.
History.
Boom.
I don't know.
History? I can do that too.
I have no fucking clue. All I know is go get
I'm gonna check Volo's guide that we have.
Are they in Volo's guide?
I have no
I think
idea.
they are, actually. I think they might be. Let me get you a good hand.
Well, Tabaxel, do you go get the other guys?
Yeah, I can get them.
Yeah, but they're well, you could fly up and catch them, but
Yeah, fire newts are in Volos.
I'm going to be AFK. I'm going to light a few candles. I'll be right back.
oh, that's kind of
You must have really
Once
ripped
again,
a.
Mr. Volo to the rescue. This is a fire newt.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
And it looks horrifying.
Yeah, it is horrifying. You can see its organs and veins through its rubbery, gross skin.
Gross. Not as horrifying as a red dragon.
I agree.
Not quite. So what do you know about fire nudes? I don't know. Let's find out what I know.
What does
about
Volo
fire
know?
nudes.
Who knows what Volo knows? We do.
Yeah. So they dwell in areas of hot springs, volcanic activity. They need hot water to live and breed. Let's see here. They are
About the size of a
religious.
slim human.
They're religious militants, and they worship Imix. I think that's an elemental prince of evil, and they are not at all good creatures.
Oh. Well, guess we're just gonna kill this one.
Baloo got dark this episode.
Yeah. This one makes sort of like a heart shape with his hands and like touches his chest.
Me love you a long time.
And
Blue pulls out his trunk. His other trunk. All right, so once the rest of the group gathers around, I drop the silence.
Okay. So you can try to track them down, but I think, well, I mean, I don't. You know the knowledge first. You check the guide, and you do recognize that these are just evil creatures.
So here's the thing: does anyone speak what this thing speaks?
I do.
So can you tell it that we're going to tie it up, but we're not going to kill it? I mean, or unless are we going to? And he kind of like does the neck thing.
Only if it makes us kill it. How? Basically, ask him about if the patrol's going to come back.
Yes.
Is the patrol going to come back? Like that?
That was amazing.
That was the best draconic I've ever heard.
And he looks at you and says, "No, they've left me. They won't be back.
And
Not today.
Are you able to make it back on your own?
Of course I am. This is my home.
Are you
not
sure
intend
you
to
would
kill
want?
me?
No.
But you were intended to kill us.
I would still. You're in my home.
We're just traveling through.
You're not welcome.
We're leaving. We're going to
We
kill
get that
some
a lot.
very bad things. You don't like that big dragon thing that tried to eat you, do you?
We have great respect for Tinder.
Yes. We're not trying to kill him.
Would you like to adopt 4 humans?
3.
No. Just checking.
They do look delicious.
Could you guide us out of this area away from your lands? And then we will let you go to rejoin your people.
He kind of gives a half smile. Sure, I will guide you.
I don't trust this guy.
Yeah. Insight. That would be an insight check, right?
I don't need an insight to not trust him.
No, he will take you to your certain doom.
All right. Well, who wants to take this gentleman away and have a side conversation?
Look at
That's
the
not,
bathroom.
that's not going to happen.
got it.
We'll just take all his stuff.
I can just
So
walk
I'll
up
take-
behind him and stick a rapier through his skull.
Snarn will do it.
Snar's not here.
Fireball!
Snar just walks up and a freaking bolt of fire. Well, actually, does fire even hurt him?
I don't know if they have I bet not.
They just look the part.
Oddly enough, they have no... Oh yeah, they're immune to fire damage.
There you go.
They're immune to fire.
Snar shoots him with a ray.
Yeah, you guys would know that though. Yeah, you would know that. You would know this.
I just, if he's talking to Snarn, because Snarn speaks Draconic, I'll just walk up behind him and sneak attack him.
There you go.
All right. Roll the damage. Roll the...
All right. I'll just vicious scimitars try to get his head off. Hiya!
Oh, that's pretty damn good.
Nice.
I thought he was a new member of the team.
Well, not anymore. Apparently, Tabaxel doesn't like lizard people.
Oh, yes. So you lop his head right off.
Jesus Christ, Mr.
What's he got on him? Anything good?
Yeah. Let's go to Omu. Let's get the fuck out of here.
What's
All right.
What's Tabaxel's alignment?
Conversation is starting to bore me.
Right. I just look at the people who are with us
at
who
this
are
point,
absolutely frightened
I
right now.
I really didn't expect that. I thought we were going to tie him up and leave him, or at least let him go. And I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, guys.
So, Baloo, what are you
I
like
know.
looking for ropes in your bag or something?
yeah, I'm like reaching through the bag of holding. I know I got ropes in here somewhere. What the hell just happened?
Let's go.
I know you people may be freaked out right now, but typically we're a lot more calm. This.
Yeah.
How about
so-
this? How about I cast darkness
Blue
and then
pulls
I
out the
dispel
shovel.
darkness and his head is gone.
Yeah. You see that happen, you look
I
at
was like, what the hell
Tabaxel
happened?
like, what the hell? And then Tabaxel kind of takes a look at the humans you captured.
Whoa there, fella. We haven't captured them. We are escorting them.
To be fair, there is only one other human in the group,
There you go.
and he wants
He's
to
way down there
leave.
Yeah.
with the other humans.
So what's he got
I don't
on
think
him
he
for
likes
good
us.
stuff? Anything good?
Yeah. treasure. A Vorpal sword. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
He has a scimitar. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We take his little bit of armor too because it's kind of cool. No one's ever
Yeah,
seen
does
that
he
shit.
have armor?
I think
Well,
he's,
from the picture, he's got like the little shoulder thing.
He has a chain shirt and a shield, actually.
There you go.
Yes, I think his main weapon is the way he looks.
We take off all the stuff and then throw it to one of the captain
There
or
you
the
go.
most
Yeah, there you go.
strongest guy, and I go, see if it fits or at least if it's close.
Yes, don't mind whatever was on him.
So,
Beggars can't be choosers, you know.
So there's a freaking dragon that we gotta go.
No, we don't have
there
to kill
could
the
be.
dragon.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I'm sure that level's probably like a little higher than we are.
Tinder and Grinder are flying around.
So you guys are. Let's see. You've made your way here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
guys. Sometimes that drow comes up in me a little bit. I just
Yeah, that was nice. I liked it.
I will say we can. I think we could probably end it here. We'll see you guys camp tonight, and then split the party, and then some of you go south and some of you go east.
Well, yeah, we're gonna travel into the Valley of Lost Honor, and then we'll head east.
Okay.
And what's where we separate?
So next
right
week,
there.
Hickaby's no more. Then it'll be his new character. We'll run into him.
Well,
Correct.
we'll see. He might fall from the sky.
Maybe he's gonna kill you.
Well, while we're waiting, Miss. While we're waiting, Nimbus just kind of goes over to Hickabee and just, oh, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. And just starts saying how much he's going to miss him with him being gone, and just little tired and just kind of sad that he's going.
Verklempt.
Yeah, a little choked up.
I'm going to miss you, Mr. Hickabee.
Hickabee invites you into his tent this night and wants to teach you what his uncle taught you.
There you go.
No. But he'll be able to say, "Hey, it's just a short trip. I'll catch up with you."
You better.
We hope so, sir.
Sam, can you play two characters at once? Just saying. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, the other one's more complicated. This one's an easy fighter type character.
Well, yeah, you've also complicated them too with all the extra
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm just saying, would that not be hilarious to find Hickabee in the Tomb of the Nine Gods? Just, you know, he never,
Being tortured and
We
shredded
get
apart.
there and he's already killed the Lich. What's going on, guys? I didn't know you were coming. I already got this done for
He's
you.
sitting
No,
up
you're
on a
like,
balcony
"What
and
took you so
you hear ding 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 ding.
get him, shipwreck.
The Lich is Hickabee's uncle.
Oh my god.
Oh. Wow.
Squeal like a pig.
Oh, Jesus.
Wee wee. Get back here.
All right, cool. Well, I think that's a good note to end it on. Kill the thing here.